This is Dr. Lakshmi Narasimhacharyalu, Professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, St. Peter's Engineering College. Today, I would like to continue the tutorials of the subsequent topics, energy power signals, and even and odd signals, casual and non-casual signals. The tutorials we need to do that. In the previous lecture, already we classified the signals and we did that the problems. So that is the periodic, non-periodic energy and power signals. Now today we are going to do the subsequent topics. So in this connection, we need to do some tutorial class. Now we are going to talk about the casual and non-casual signals. So this is the casual and non-casual. Already I described this, what is a non-casual signal and what is a casual signal. So here if a signal is defined as a zero in the past, just you take the time is less than zero and sample, I mean the n is less than zero, then the signal is called as a casual signal. If it is not zero in the past, it is a non-casual signal. So that means if the past values is less than t is less than 0 and n is less than 0, then that values will consider, that is called the casual, and if it is not 0 the past values, then that is a non-casual signal. So if we will take a casual just in a mathematical view of operation, just observe that. So this is the x of t is greater than or equal to 0, then t is less than 0, and x of n is equal to 0 and n is less than 0. X of t is equal to 0 when t is less than 0, x of n equal to 0, then n is less than 0. So the non-casual means what actually? X of t is not equal to 0 at t is less than 0 and x of n is not equal to 0 at n is less than 0. So this is the clear difference between the casual and non-casual signals. So now we're going to do some problems by using of this casual and non-casual systems. Like you say that the first one, just to have to understand by using of this simple problems, like verify whether the below signal are casual or non-casual. So therefore, what is the x of t? What is the x of t is equivalent to the e power 2t u of t, they are given. So therefore, x of t is equal to e of 2t. Yeah, x of t is equal to e power 2t, where t is greater than or equal to 0, and whether it is x of t equal to 0 for the t is less than 0. So for this condition, x of t is equal to 0 for all t is less than 0. This is already given. Hence the given signal is a casual. Already you know that what is the statement of the casual signal? If the past signal, whether the t is less than 0, then that signal must be 0, then there is a casual. If the x of t is not equal to 0 for all t is less than 0 means that is a non-casual. So therefore, you need to take here you need to take here, this is the x of t which is equivalent to the e power 2t when t is greater than or equal to 0. If x of t is 0, which is less than equal to less than 0. So this is about the discrimination of casual and non-casual signals. So now we will coming to this, the second example. If x of t is equal to e power 2t and where you say that the u of t minus 1, this is the, then you will take the x of t which is equal to the e power 2t and t is greater than or equal to 1. So therefore, either it is a 0 for t is less than 1. So x of t equal to 0 for all t is less than 0. Hence it is also a casual signal. If you're coming to this, the x of t is equal to e power minus 3t, u of minus t plus 2. So again you used to take actually t is less than or equal to 2, then e power minus 3t is there, 3t is greater than 2, then it's equivalent to the 0. So therefore x of t is not equal to 0 for all t is less than 0, hence this non-causal signal this is. And now we'll coming to this, the next x of t is equal to 3 sinc of 2t. So therefore here you say that x of t is equal to 3 into sinc means sin t by t, where t is in between minus infinite to plus infinite. So therefore x of t is not equal to 0 for t is less than 0, then this signal is also called non-causal signal. And similarly you take the x of t is equal to sin 2t u of t. This is unit step function. So u of t is there. So therefore the t is always greater than 0, then the value will be maximum, and the rest of below the t is less than 0, then the signal will be 0. So therefore x of t tends like this. So therefore x of t is equal to 0 for all t is less than 0, hence the causal signal this is. X of n is equal to u of n plus u minus u of n minus 2. So therefore here u of n plus 4 and u of n minus 2. U of n plus 4 is equal to, if it is a 1, n is greater than or equal to minus 4. If it is 0, n is less than minus 4. And similarly for the u of n minus 2, 1 for n is greater than or equal to 2 and 0 for n is less than 2. So in this connection, second signal is a causal, but the first signal is a non-causal. Absolutely. X of n is equal to the total function used to take. This is first one. 1 is in between minus 4 to the 1 and 0 else. So therefore x of n is not equal to 0. We'll consider the both signals. Then it is non-causal signal, because x of n is not equal to 0 and where n is less than 0 condition. So therefore it is signal is a non-causal signal. If we'll coming to this, the x of n is equal to, next problem, x of n is equal to half power n, u of n plus 2 minus u of n minus 4. If we will take u of n plus 2 is equal to of 1 and 0, you say that 1 for the n is greater than or equal to minus 2 and 0 for the n is less than minus 2. So therefore you say that u of n minus 4, then you will take again similar, 1 is for n is greater than 4, greater than or equal to 4 and less than 4 is 0. So therefore in these two conditions you used to take generally for the n is greater than or equal to minus 2, that means it is the greater than minus 2. So therefore this is including the 0. For the n value is 0, then it has some value, that is 1. So therefore x of n, which is not equal to 0 for n is less than 0, hence the signal is a non-causal signal. We will take from these two, the n is in between minus 2 to 3, then half n is there. So therefore else 0. So x of n is not equal to 0 for n is less than 0 condition. Hence this signal is a non-causal. Similarly x of n is equal to u of minus n. So therefore here x of n is equal to 1 and 0, you say that n is less than or equal to 0, n is greater than 0. So therefore x of n is not equal to 0 for n is less than 0 condition. Hence the non-causal signal. This is also. So that means clearly you have to understand by using of these 8 simple mathematical verification whether the signal is causal or non-causal, which is depends on the x of t is equal to 0 for n is less than t is less than 0, that signal is causal. If x of t is not equal to 0, when t is less than 0, that is for the non-causal signal. And similarly for discrete signals, the x of n is not equal to 0 for n is less than 0, that is a non-causal. If x of n is equal to 0 for n is less than 0, that is a causal signal. So this is the clear concept of the causal and non-causal signals, how we are going to identify the signal, and you I hope that you may clearly understand this, right? Now we are coming to the even and odd functions or odd signals, you say that. If the time reversal of a signal is the same as that of the signal, then that is the even signal. So that means you say that if you will take example, this is the axis, you say that exactly these two sides will be equal, this and this, you say that here the -1 is there, here +1 is there. So therefore the amplitude, whatever it may be, you say that x of t, this is called. So this is x of t, this is x of minus t. So at this moment you say that both x of t is equal to x of minus t. Therefore this type of signal is called even signal. If you will take simple, this is the even signal, just you understand this. That means what is the function actually? If you will take like this, if you will see, this is exactly, you take like this, this is the x of t equal to x of minus t, which is the cosine function is there. If you will take another like this, this is called the sine function is there. This is the even signal, this is the odd signal, you say that. So that is the main difference between them. That is the one is the even signal for the cosine function. If the time reversal of a signal is the same as that of the signal with the amplitude scaling of -1, which is called the odd signals, that is the sine functions, which you are going to take for the cosine functions. The even signals is cos t, t square, t power 4, t power 6, like this. But here you say that odd functions, sin t, t cube, t power 5, t power 7, and the signum functions like this. So even and odd functions, you are saying that x of t is equal to x of minus t, and x of n is equal to x of minus n for the even. Odd is x of t is equal to minus x of minus t, and x of n is equal to minus x of k of minus n. You say like this. So now we will take x of t is equal to, how you are going to take the combination of even and odd is equal to the total function. So x of t is equal to xe of t plus x naught of t. Similarly, x of minus t equal to xe of minus t plus x naught of minus t. So therefore x of t minus x naught of t. So even and odd functions both will be taken to the account. This is equation 1. You say that from the above equation you may find that what is the value of x of t, xe of t and x naught of t. And therefore from above equations you used to take generally x of t plus x of minus t, even function, both even functions. So x of t plus x of minus t is equivalent to the xe of t plus xe of minus t, you say that. So we will take xe of t x of t plus x of minus t by 2. Similarly, x naught of t, odd function, even function and odd function, x of t minus x of minus t by 2. This is the equivalent formulas for the even and odd functions. Any signal can be represented as sum of its even and odd parts, you say that. Okay. So now the verify whether the below signals are even or odd signals, and calculate even and odd parts. Now you will take directly first problem, x of t is equal to e power j to 2t. This is already, you know that the exponential function, how we are going to indicate that is the function e power j theta equal to cos theta plus j sin theta, that is a formula actually. So therefore you are going to say e power j theta is equal to cos theta plus j sin theta. This is the actual formula. So from this formula you may take the cos 2t plus j sin 2t, So therefore that is x of t. You will take x of minus t. Instead of the 2t, you say that the minus should be implemented in the equation. So x of minus t equal to cos of minus 2t plus j sin of minus 2t. Cos of minus theta is equal to what? Cos theta. So you will take a cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. So these two will be applied, and you will get the results is cos 2t minus j sin 2t. Therefore x of t is not equivalent to the x of minus t. So therefore it is a not even function. If you take x of minus t, x of minus t, again you may take directly x of minus t is not equivalent to the minus x of t. So it is not a odd function. So therefore you may take x even term x of t plus x of minus t by 2, which is equal to cos 2t. X naught of t is equivalent to the x of t minus x of minus t by 2, which is equal to j sin 2t. This is the calculation of even and odd parts in a given problem. This function is not even and not odd function like this. Now we will take x of t is equal to 5 cos 10 pi t. Again you may take this x of minus t. You may change the design. The x of minus t is equal to 5 cos of 10 pi of minus t, which is equal to 5 cos of 10 pi t, which is equivalent to the x of t. So therefore which matches the even function x of t equal to x of minus t. So therefore this is a even function. This is the even function because x of t is equal to x of minus t. Both are equal. And you will take a even term. You say that the x of t plus x of minus t by 2. So therefore both will be combined by 2, which is equal to 5 cos 10 pi by 10 pi t. Again similarly used to take odd function for the both will be cancelled here. Both will be cancelled here. So therefore which is equal to 0. This is about the problem. The given function is a even function. And again similarly used to take a third problem. X of t is equal to 10 cos of 10 pi t plus pi by 3, and x of minus t same. Similarly you have to take the x of minus t is equal to 10 cos of 10 pi t minus pi by 3. So x of t is not equal to x of minus t. So therefore it is a not even function. And similarly x of t is not equal to the minus x of minus t. So it is a not odd function. And you will take the even part and odd parts. You need to find the x of t plus x of minus t by 2, that is equal to the even part. Even part already know that. So therefore this is the formula. Then you will apply this 10 cos of 10 pi t plus pi by 3 plus 10 cos of 10 pi t minus pi by 3. So 10 is common. Cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b form. So therefore 2 cos a cos b will come. Similarly used to take the 5 into direct step here. I told the direct, but you have to segregate like this, which is the 5 is common. Cos of 10 pi plus pi by 3 plus cos of 10 pi t minus pi by 3, which is the cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b. So that is equal to 2 cos a cos b. The similar steps you have to write, and you will get the 5 cos 10 pi t, which is the even function, right? So now you used to take for the odd function x of t minus x of minus t, and again the similar step you have to apply, but here cos of a plus b minus cos of a minus b, which is the sine function, will come. So therefore 2 sin a sin b will come. So 5 into of 2 sin a means 10 pi t and b means pi by 3. So sin pi by 3. What is the sin pi by 3? Sin 60 equal to root 3 by 2. Then you will apply that root 3 by 2 and you will get the 2 to cancel. So 5 root 3 sin 10 pi t. This is the answer for the odd function. Now we will take the one more problem for this. This is the x of t is equal to 1 plus t cube into of cos square 10t, which is equivalent again x of minus t equivalent to the 1 minus t cube cos square 10t. So which is x of t is not equivalent to the x of minus t, which is a not even. So similarly x of t is not equivalent to the minus x of minus t. It is also not odd function. So therefore again you have to separate the even and odd parts. So therefore xc of t is equal to the even function, which is you say that the x of t plus x of minus t both will be applied here. So therefore you may take actually what is the first one? First one is the 1 plus t square plus t cube into cos 10t plus 1 minus t minus t cube into cos 10t. So cos square 10t will be common. So it is left. Some of them will be cancelled directly, just you have to observe. T cube will cancel, and whatever the term is left, that should be taken to the account. So here it is not a t square, it is a t actually. T cube and t both will be cancelled. Only 2 cos square 10t is left, 2 to cancel. So therefore cos square 10t is the final answer. So this is about the even function. Similarly used to take for the odd function. Same similar steps, 1 and 1 can cancel, but t plus t cube is left here. 2 gets cancelled, so therefore cos square 10t. This is the odd part of the given function. Now we will take the one more problem. X of t is equivalent to the 1 plus 2t plus 3t square plus 4t cube, and you may take the x of minus t is equal to 1 minus 2t plus 3t square minus 4t cube. So already know that once they are giving x of t, then you will find the x of minus t, and you will take the direct relation. X of t is not equal to the x of minus t as per the above given equations. So it is a not even function, and x of t is not equal to the minus x of minus t, which is also minus x of minus t, which is also not odd function. So therefore again the separating the odd and even terms. So therefore you may take odd term is equal to 2t plus 4t cube, and even term by using of the x of t of our odd term x of t minus x of minus t by 2. Similarly even function x of t plus x of t by x of minus t by 2. By using of those equations you may get the results. What are the results? This is for the odd function, this is for the even term, these two parts, and the total whatever the equation given which is not compatible with the even or odd functions, right? But now you used to take, this is the another problem, x of t is equal to sine 2t plus sine 2t cos 2t plus cos 2t. This is the given problem, and again you have to say the x of minus t. X of minus t means sine of minus t is minus sine t, so therefore minus sine 2t. Here also sine minus will come out, so therefore minus sine 2t cos 2t as it is, because cos of minus 2t is cos 2t. So as it is, cos of minus 2t is equivalent to the cos 2t. So this is the resultant equation for the x of minus t. Now both equations which are not the even function, because x of t is not equivalent to the x of minus t, and x of t is not equal to minus x of minus t also. So this function not belongs to the even or odd function. So therefore you need to find the separation of the parts. So xe of t and x naught of t. So xe of t is equal to x of t plus x of minus t by 2. X of t is equal to the upper one. So therefore sine 2t minus sine 2t both will be cancelled. Just to use to observe here, these two will be cancelled for the xe of t finding. So these two will be cancelled. Only cos 2t plus cos 2t, 2 cos 2t by 2, 2 to cancel, therefore cos 2t is left. And similarly used to take for the x naught of t, this minus this. So only at this moment for the second this one, which is the odd function, x of t minus of x of minus t by 2. So the minus of minus, this function will come as a here plus, this is minus. These two gets cancelled, these two are resultant, then 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Finally sine 2t plus sine 2t cos 2t. This is the resultant of the x naught of t. And similarly used to take x of n given minus 3, 1, 2, minus 4, 2 like this. So therefore n is equal to minus 2, minus 1, just you have to observe what they were given. X of n is equal to what? Minus 3, 1, 2, minus 4, 2. So this is the at the 0 axis where n is equal to 0. then it stands like this. This is actually 0 level is there here. Yeah, you observe that 0 level at this point. So therefore n minus 2 minus 1 0 1 2, then x of n is equal to minus 3 1 2 minus 4 2 already given. So x of minus n, you have to take the x of minus n. X of minus n is equal to, how you are going to take the reverse process will come out here. Just to observe that what is 2 n of 2 is equal to n of minus 2. So therefore 2 minus 4 2 1 minus the replica. So even function. How will say that even function? X of n plus x of n minus n by 2, minus 3 plus 2 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 1 minus 4 by 2, minus 3 by 2, 2 plus 2 by 2, 2, minus 4 plus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 2, 2 minus 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2. And finally x naught of t, just to observe in the tabular form. So here this is the x of n minus x of minus n by 2, minus 3 minus 2 by 2. That means what? Minus 5 by 2. 1 plus 1 minus minus of 4 and plus. So therefore 5 by 2. Here 2 plus 2 by 2 minus 2 by 2, 0. So minus 4 minus 1 minus 5 by 2. Yeah. And the 2 minus of minus 3 plus 3. 2 plus 3 5, 5 by 2. So now you used to take, this is about the x naught of even term and the odd term we got it. So above function you say the x of n is not equal to x of minus n, and the x of n is not equal to the minus x of minus n. So therefore the terms both are not even and not odd terms. So this is about the even and odd terms of the given solutions of the given problems, which is the tutorial class for the some of the signal characteristics, which is a very important